Greetings, it's April 6th, Friday, and I do want to speak again because we just lost another giant. It is part of life, but indeed, when, I don't know, the passing of life is interesting. The way that it puts into perspective things, how we will take for granted something until it's gone, okay? Probably about a week ago, I didn't mention it, but a bassist, Buell Neidlinger, passed away. Jazz bassist. I don't have any of his solo records, but I have his work. I'm bringing him up because he played with this next person who just died yesterday, who for me was a giant musically, Cecil Taylor, the jazz pianist, composer Cecil Taylor, who was in his 80s and had been in failing health in recent times. It was reported passed away yesterday. I never got to see Cecil Taylor. Several people I know did get to see him many times play. I even have a friend who was a drinking buddy with Cecil Taylor when he lived in New York. If you don't know the music, I highly recommend finding out. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of you don't like it. His music was very, oh my goodness, what is the word, I would call him an iconoclast. He's the sort of pianist who, to an untrained ear, would think that he's just banging it and making noise. Far from the case. His style could be very percussive and aggressive, but his ability, his way with the shape of the attack, his interesting way of working with melody and then melodic cluster, I think that's a proper term, unprecedented. You could claim to be imitating Cecil Taylor and bang on the piano and you would be nowhere near close. Cecil Taylor was amazing. Here's another one of his albums, Innovations. I don't have a dedicated Cecil Taylor collection. He has so much. I have a few. Just a few. The album I showed you, though, this was my introduction to him in 1977. These French brothers, the Reese brothers, who turned me on to Genesis and Canon stuff. Jerome, the older of the two, would just babble on and on about Indent and Cecil Taylor. Cecil Taylor, nothing like it before. Kind of put off listening to it because he was so insistent about it. His younger brother was my friend, and so we would kind of, there goes Jerome. When I finally sat down to listen to this that year, it caved my head in. It kind of like Faust and some other things like Bitches Brew, probably after I absorbed it, because on first hearing Bitches Brew, I couldn't fathom it. But stuff like Faust, Genesis Foxtrot, and Indent, when I heard them immediately, it was like, whoa. It was like life-changing. Silent Tongues. This is another amazing recording by Cecil Taylor. I listened to Indent again last night, first time in decades. Still as intense as ever. I'll be returning to this today. What else do I have? Not enough. Nefertiti, the beautiful one. One of my favorites is this, Conquistador. I'm just now realizing that I used to have a very collectible Cecil Taylor album that I sold. This one is cool. I believe there's members of Sun Ra's band on this album, if I'm not mistaken. John Gilmore, is he on here? No. It's Ronald Shannon Jackson and Jimmy Lyons. Ronald Shannon Jackson with Cecil Taylor on this album. And The only thing I have is what's new, and this might be, yeah, I believe that this is Nefertiti the Beautiful One, or under another title. So I want to pay some respects to Cecil Taylor, Buell Neidlinger, who just passed away. I'm seeing online that some other musicians, a member of the band Spiral Gyra, not the jazz, not the what I call soft jazz out band, but the English folk band Spiral Gyra. I hear that he's passed away. Can't keep up, folks. Just yeah, I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna keep it short. All right. Rest in peace, Cecil Taylor.